is networking basics. The first one is what is a network? What is networking? What is network? What is networking? And what is internetwork? What is internetworking? Just read the sentence. Okay, just read once, then I will explain.
Sir, today attendance 8 batch for.
One second. Yeah, tell me.
Today attendance batch 8.
Yeah, today attendance completed. Then what happened? Okay. So no problem. You can tell 8 or.
So সৌগত কোনটো? Yes sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Good
Okay, sir.
afternoon, sir. Sorry for the interruption. I'm from batch 3 and I suppose my attendance isn't marked because I was considering the class to start from 3:30.
Okay. No.
So, yeah, so kindly mark my attendance. It's Vatika. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Okay. The first one is interconnection of two or more devices. That is interconnection of two or more devices. So, for example, you have a computer and you have a computer. Okay, or you have a computer like this. Just you are connecting these computers directly or through the switch or a hub. Okay, they're connected like this. Okay, for example, this is PCA, PCB, PCC. Okay. You are connected at devices. So this is called a network. This is called a network, just a network. We created a network. Okay. So if you can able to communicate from A to B or A to C or B to C or C to A, like if there is a communication between these devices, okay, if in case if there is a communication between these devices, if you are able to communicate, so that is called a networking. It's the same thing statement, right? Interconnection of two or more devices is called a network. Communication between two or more interconnected devices is called a networking. Okay. Interconnection of two or more devices called a network. Communication between two or more interconnected devices called a networking. Okay. Next one. I have another network. For example, I have another network. Okay, for example, I will change the names A1, B1, C1. This is network 1. This is one network. This is another network, and there is some two or more computers. So connection of two or more computers called a interconnection of two or more devices called a
Called a network.
okay, very good. Communication between two or more devices called a interconnected
Networking.
devices called a networking. Very good. So I have a two networks. maybe we can take three networks. So he said two or more. Then we'll take two and more means like this. Okay. So for example, this is the third one. Third network. This is different networks. This is, for example, a different networks. Three different networks are there. Three separate, three different networks. Now, internetworking. What is internetworking? Connection of two or more networks. Connection of two or more networks. If you are connected directly means generally, so there's a lot of meanings are there. If you are connected like this, it become a single network only. These two networks become same single network. No, I don't want to do like that. I want to make that separate network. Okay. So the as a definition, all are separate networks. These networks will connected each other. So like this. This is a network. This is another network. This is another network. Interconnection of two or more networks. Interconnection of two or a more networks called a internetworking. Sorry. Connection of two or more networks called a internetworking. Then why you use this zero kind of stuff, round symbol? It represents a router. Router is a internetworking device. Internetworking device. What is internetworking? Communication between two or more different networks. So if this C1 is able to communicate to this B1, so this is C1 is in this network, B2 is in this network, both are communicating each other. That is called a internetworking. Okay, where it is internetworking. Interconnection of interconnection of two or more devices called a network. Communication between two or more interconnected devices called networking. Internetwork is a connection of two or more networks. Two or more networks. Internetworking means communication between different networks. Internetworking means communication between different networks. So, like, what is this router? Router is a internetworking device. It connects and make a communicate between different networks. Different networks. That's why we are using router. In this diagram, I use single router which is connecting three different networks. Here, I used three routers to connect these networks. Both are same. It depends upon the way of connectivity and the placement of these networks. Near, far kind of stuff we are using. Okay. Okay. So network, networking, internetwork, internetworking. The next one, guys, type of networks. These type of networks has a name meaning is there, but so we divide this network based on the geographical range or a size. Even recently I have involving some interviews like a fresher interviews kind of stuff. Some people are telling the range in the sense of distance. Some are telling in reverse also. Okay. So because the academy books, lecturers, so the points are maybe changes. Guys, these LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN type of networks, there is a range or a size is there, but not in the kilometers or meters kind of stuff. Okay. So of course, LAN means local area network, CAN campus area network, MAN metropolitan area network, WAN wide area network, PAN personal area network, HAN home area network, SAN storage area network, BAN body area network, WAN VAN something volatile something name is there. There's lot of area networks are there, guys, but standardized as a book, as I know from the standard textbooks and all, originally LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN only. Remaining are added up next, so to certain limitation or target kind of stuff. The first one is LAN, local area network. Local area network size is within the building or a floor or a room. You can say we can start with a room. For example, I have a laptop, desktop, another two laptops or desktops are there in a single room. All are connected and communicating each other. Okay, all are connected and communicating each other. That is we call it as a LAN. In another room, or maybe in another room, I have some computers. That is also one single LAN. If you combine both the things, then it is also a LAN. Entire floor, you have a computers that are connected each other, then it is also a LAN. The entire building computers are able to connect as a single network. You are able to connect it as a single network. That is also your LAN size only. So local area network size is from a single room or a floor or entire building. That is a local area network. Next one is campus area network. So nowadays some textbooks not mentioning campus area network also. So better to check it once. What is campus area? Size is little larger, guys. If you see campus means college campus, okay, college campus, university campus. Maybe you take a companies like a TCS campus, Tech Mahindra campus, Cognizant campus, like that. Different organizations. Some are big campuses are there. Some are small. Can say no campus for that one. Only one floor it is. Big organizations, different campus, different building. For example, each building is one LAN network. You combine all the LANs and make it as a one large network within the campus. Within the campus only. Created a very large network by combining these LANs together and created a big network. So that is called a campus area network. Ah, what happening to me today? Campus area network within the campus only, within the university, like that. Next one, guys, MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. Metropolitan Area Network. In the cities, you have several buildings, several departments. For example, water department, electricity department, civil service department, municipal department. Like in municipality only, so many difference. Fire department, police department, law department, mayor offices. Okay, so like that. So several departments are there. All are simple buildings. If you are able to get connected and make sure they can able to communicate each other, they can not only those and also public people can also able to connect it and they can use it. So that is also has a limitation, but it is much larger than a LAN and CAN. It's a combination of multiple LANs, but it is the size of the network limitation is within the city, within the city, not state, within the city. Like a entire Mumbai metropolitan area network, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, metropolitan cities. If you are connected entire city as a single network, and that is a within the city communication. It's called a WAN network, metropolitan. Next one is a WAN network, WAN network, WAN network. It is a wide area network. Wide area network. Plus, we are accessing google.com, facebook.com, youtube.com, which is not in our network, not in within our building, not in our campus. It is not in our city also. It can be anywhere. Our Google server is in Bangalore, or maybe it is in Singapore, or San Jose, San Francisco, or maybe New Jersey, or all nearby one only, right? So your server is somewhere in different location, but still we can able to access it from our place through the WAN connectivity. You know, our 70s offices are located in different places. Hyderabad is one of the main important office for Hyderabad location. 70s India location, Hyderabad is important. And we have a servers inside. And in a remote offices like a Pune, Paris, Exton means like a US, London, Sydney, different geographical locations. You have a servers and you want to connect it. You have a servers and clients. You want to connect it. So we use WAN connectivity, wide area network. Wide area network is guys, it's a global network. It is a global network, globally spreaded network. WAN is a very vast wide area network, global network. Okay, so you can able to communicate from one geographical location to any other different geographical location. So it's very simple example I already told. We are accessing a google.com. Where is a google.com? Not in your home, not in your city, right? It is somewhere it is located. Still we can able to access because of WAN connectivity. Our all internet things are WAN type of connections only. Okay, so that's about your LAN, CAN, MAN, and WAN. So again, guys, LAN local area network. It's a local network, private network only. For example, I have a laptop and a desktop and a mobile phone and a tablet. All four devices are communicating each other in okay. All these four devices are able to communicate each other. That is our my private network. That is my LAN network. Okay, that is my local network. Okay. Campus area network, of course, you know, within the campus, man, metropolitan area network, the limitation is WAN. Limitation is within the city. Wide area network is a global network. You are able to access the google.com, facebook.com, via this global network, public network only, via WAN connectivity only. Inside your home, your LAN. When you are communicating outside from your home PC to outside, that is means you are accessing through WAN connectivity, wide area network. Okay, guys, understand up to here? LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. So here I written intranet and internet. We know all the internet, guys. It's a global network, public network, publicly spreaded network, the global one. Okay, it means you're accessing a google.com, facebook.com through internet only. Without internet, you cannot access. Then what is intranet? For example, I have a server in my room and I have a laptop in my room. So both are accessing through the LAN network, like a simple switch, you are able to access. You are not having any internet connection, but still you can able to access your server which is within your network only. So that is called a intranet. What is intranet? So it is opposite to the internet type only. Intranet is a local and it is a private. Intranet means you have a device in your LAN network. You are communicating to that device. Are you sharing in resources to the device? Are you accessing the device in the LAN only? Means it is intranet, local, and it is a private network kind of stuff. The internet is a global one. So, for example, you want to access the google.com or a facebook.com, w3schools.com, this devcs.google.com, you have to access through internet only. It's a global, outside, public access network. In this one, there is a default gateway. What is a default gateway, guys? Already I told, if I have a laptop and there is a desktop and mobile phone, I'm communicating from my laptop to desktop. So I don't require any gateway. I can directly communicate through our LAN or a WLAN connection, like through wirelessly or wired. I can communicate directly. Okay. But whenever I want to communicate outside of my network, for example, I want to access google.com or facebook.com or I open gmail.com. One second, something variety.
The code 5139 to verify your OLX account.
I don't understand what is that verification from US. Someone is asking my. Another time. Someone using my mobile phone number to to connect something. So that's why I'm getting a lot of calls to verify. I don't know why. Yeah, sorry. I'm muted or I'm audible. Audible.
Audible, sir.
Okay, okay. So the last one here, I will give you break after this one, guys. So what is a default gateway? Default gateway means when you're accessing from your PC to your desktop or a mobile within the LAN network, don't require a default gateway or internet connectivity. Like that, you don't require. What is this? Someone linked to my account to White Hack Junior kind of stuff. Guys, please tell to anyone. That's my suggestion. Anyway, one can don't go to Byju's until unless that's I'm not talking about that kind of corporate marketing kind of learning kind of stuff. Not required. We need an adult in a home to know how to use a computer and give less on this. Don't teach small kids from some institute like a white hat junior kind of stuff. Don't give to the small kids. Okay? Big kids is okay, no problem. Small kids, go better now. If they are interested, tell them lot of free resources are there. How to learn, let them learn from that one. So that too better to learn very basic programming coding, like a basics, Fortran, C language. Okay, those are a best to build original algorithms, creations, and all. Will build from it. App creation is nonsense. And someone is tried, they put my name number in it. This is called white hat junior hacking on it is. That is the distance. So yeah, point is what is the default gateway, guys? When you are communicating outside, you have to go through the default gateway only. Okay, you have to go through the basic default gateway. Means your router. In your home, we have a router, Wi-Fi router is there. So we are sending packets through our router to outside of the network, means to the WAN network. To the WAN network. You are in the LAN network, you are sending a packets, internet purpose, sending a packets to the router to the WAN network. So that is called our default gateway. So by default, your router act like a default gateway. Okay. So that is again. So once quick, what is network? What is networking? Internetworking. What is LAN? What is CAN? What is MAN? What is WAN? Personal area network is also there. Personal area network is nowadays that is a build. So people are wearing something like a Bluetooth headphones, then Wi-Fi connectivity devices, smart watches, smart clothes kind of stuff. Some people put that one is a PAN, some are put in a BAN, means body area network kind of stuff. But I like this home area network. It is not home area network, actually, it is home automation network. Like you have a smart TVs, smart LEDs, smart plugs, smart appliances like a smart ACs, smart refrigerators, a smart washing machines, okay, Alexas, Google Nest, okay, AI recognitions. So these are all things in your home appliances we are connecting in the home, that is called home area network. A storage area network is not exactly comes under any kind of networking communication. Storage area network is separate division for storage solutions related, used in the enterprises only, means very big companies only. Okay, storage area network. Okay, of course I explained what is LAN and kind of stuff, right? LAN is local area network, private area network. So within the LAN we can able to communicate each other, but when you are want to communicate outside of the network, so then we have to communicate through WAN communicate. WAN is a global network, public network. Can within the campus only, that's the size is within the campus, MAN is within the city only. Okay, intranet and internet. So internet is a global network, We are all accessing youtube.com, facebook.com, all these things from the internet only. It's a public network. Intranet means, for example, you are accessing within the LAN, so that is a intranet only. For example, I have a server. Okay, for example, I have a web server is there in my LAN. I'm accessing it. That is a intranet. Google.com server is there, or a YouTube server is there, or maybe w3schools.com server is there, Java T Point server is there, Oracle server is there. I'm accessing those servers which is not in my network, right? It is outside of my network. I'm accessing those servers over the internet, right? So that is called intranet access. Internet, through internet we are able to access. So guys, that's the point. Of course, default gateway again I will tell, but here it is. Simple to understand. I am and someone like we are all sitting in one single room, one classroom we sat. We want to communicate each other. Do we require to open the door and go outside to talk? Generally, not required, right? So you and your friend sitting in a one place. Okay, from here to here to communicate directly, we can able to communicate through this switch. So I'll take another color to understand. So I'm communicating from here to here. Like this, I will communicate. I don't require. I can communicate like this. I don't require to go to this one, right? So that is called a intranet or a local network. A to B2 communication not required to go to router. But A2 want to communicate to A3. So packet will be start here, then to this one, then router. Now this is the router. This part is called a default gateway. So to go outside of the network to reach your destination, so this is the gateway. That is the default gateway. Okay. So next one we are going to see what is NIC, what is LAN card, Ethernet card, what are the different cables. Then we'll see what about different devices we are using in the network, protocols. It will come one by one anyway, so do not worry. So first one is, we'll see what is NIC and a LAN card, Ethernet cards, cables. Based on the time, either we'll discuss networking devices or a topologies. Okay. Now guys, take a break.